What's going on, everyone? Colleen here. I am going to go on a little bit of a rant about feminine, masculine, ego, movement, being a boss lady, all that fun stuff in this video. So keep with me if you want to hear what I have to say. I have been running into the ego in others a lot lately, and I am finding it wildly fascinating because I'm doing a lot of work myself as a business owner, as a fitness person. These things are very masculine in nature, and I've always been on this journey of how to bring in more feminine qualities when I don't necessarily feel like I'm a flowy, like goddess, feminine, flowy dresses. Like, that is not my shtick at all. And I love and worship the women that do have that personality and that persona to embrace the feminine a lot more easily than I do. And so I very much have always been the tomboy. Obviously, I'm wearing a backwards cap today. And it's always been this, once it came into my consciousness to embrace more feminine qualities and how powerful the feminine is and how powerful feminine energy is. Ever since I started my business 13 years ago, 14 years ago, it has always been a lesson to learn of having patience, having compassion, having this fortitude of feminine energy, listening to intuition. And it hasn't been until I'd say the past 2 years where I really started trusting my intuition and trusting the whispers and really leaning into what they had to say. So I feel like I've been snowballing in who I am as a woman, as a business owner, and how I'm bringing women together. And I'm in an industry that is run by men. It is very masculine energy between, all of us men and women in the industry of fitness. And as of late, my brain works on I can look at everything. I can look at all the players, all the parts, all of the stories, and I just start puzzle piecing, all of these things together. That's why we started the Business Mastermind for women, because this is a skill set that I want to flex more frequently for all of you. That's just a side note. But I've been watching what's going on in the fitness industry for over 22 years. I have watched who have broken away from the norm and found their success. I've seen people just buy into the bullshit and, get run over like a truck and get burned out and fried and chewed and spit back out. Worse for wear. And I've been watching the same thing happening in the rucking niche. And for me, when I started the Rucking Women group, and I started getting to know the OG women ruckers and everything that they've been doing. And I haven't even had the pleasure of talking to a lot of women who do badass things. And I want to, because I want to share their stories on my podcast, because, but why hasn't anyone started this women's group to share expertise and wisdom and stories and whatever? And just being in a fitness niche, being in a male-dominated niche, there isn't any thought, to no fault of anybody, of what women need and want. And the same is true in everyday life here in the United States, and for motherhood and for business. It is a man's world in how it is structured, and I'll get to that. But I was like, why hasn't anyone created like just a women's group for rucking? Like that kind of seemed like a no-brainer, right? And I look at it this way. I look at it as a very male-dominated experience. So they're not thinking about how women thrive. And how women thrive is through community and through storytelling. You are going to agree with me. Sorry, I think I ate a gnat. When you get together with your girlfriends, when you get together with your female family members, what do? You're usually chit-chatting. You're talking about these stories. You're talking about things that happened in your life, and you're sharing all these incredible details. The way someone looked at you, the way they smelled, the way they smiled, the sparkle in their eye, what he said, what she said. Like us women, we thrive on those types of interactions and together. And to no fault of anybody, it just isn't a thought in in this industry. And that's fine, because like we have badass women here, like you all, like myself, that are just gonna carve our own space in whatever industry that we're partaking in, right? And so I look at it from that, like that 10,000 foot view of like, it's okay that it wasn't thought of that we should have our own group. It's okay that there might not be any other, or maybe there is only a few podcasts that are interviewing women who are rucking and hiking and trail running and like doing these incredible physical feats and sharing our stories. Like for my podcast, I don't seek out experts and professionals and people to come on to like educate us about shit. Like you can go find a podcast, you can go follow their TikTok or their Instagram or buy their program or whatever. Like I am purely interested in sharing like the real life story of who you are, what you're doing, how amazing it is. Even if you don't think it's amazing, you're amazing. Like us everyday women doing the shit that we do on the day-to-day is amazing. And so sharing our story, like we're sitting around a campfire, drinking some wine, drinking some sparkling water, drinking a beer, drinking a margarita, drinking an energy drink, drinking some tea or coffee. You know, this is what we used to do. We used to gather around, we used to do chores together, we used to talk. And that's what made us feel whole and felt heard and felt grounded and felt loved and felt cared for. And so this is what I'm doing in the things that I'm putting out into the world. And so I've just been watching from this feminine masculine place because I feel right now I am in this transitional phase of like, what does the feminine look like for someone who doesn't present as like the flowing goddess energy that is like portrayed, but more of that warrior energy, that like queen energy, that like action oriented feminine energy, which we need. Like we need all the types of energies that are presented in our community, in our collective. And so it's been stirring up a lot of different ideas and projects and things to put out there for everyone to participate in. But like today's workout that I did with Joanne, I was low energy. I didn't know how she was showing up, but I just had like a feeling that today wasn't going to be like a hard charging day. And so I was looking around at what we had, and we have a lot of like odd objects and sandbags and a stump to step up onto and a huge tube to step over and a balance bar. And I just thought like today's workout is going to focus on like overcoming challenges and obstacles. Like there are literally obstacles in our physical realm that we need to get over or get on top of or balance on with maybe a weight on us or not, like however we're feeling, and we're just gonna flow with it. And then we had a carry walk, and it was slow, it was focused, it was intentional. And it was all about us physically facing obstacles and succeeding and overcoming them. And if you're a mover and a rucker, like, this is no duh to you, right? Like, you already do this. You show up, you move, you push yourself, you carry a heavier weight, you go a longer distance, you throw a workout in there. So you're already doing this. But what I want to bring out more in fitness and in rucking and in business is just the intention of bringing out more softness and flow and that feminine intuition and listening to what our bodies need in the moment. And it's not just, oh, I planned this workout, so I'm just going to do this workout because that's what's been planned. It's like, you know, I had a really stressful day yesterday. I'm feeling a little tired and fatigued. I don't know if I just have it in me. And it's choosing not to push through how you're feeling for the ego of checking the workout off your list. And the more that I honor this and I do more flowy, fun, not hardcore, hard charging activities, the more I'm getting what I want. And this is my example. We host the forest raves, the dance parties in the forest, which is so fucking fun. And we let go of shit. We set our intention for what we want to bring in for the month. And then we hold that energy while we're dancing. So we're like literally the vibrations of the thing that we're asking to call in, right? I'm building workouts and I'm moving my body in ways that intuitively feel good. And don't get me wrong, there are days when I'm just like, I don't want to work out. But I do think and check in of like, do I have the energy? Do I feel grounded? Do I feel strong? And it's like, yeah, I can this is just my mind being lazy. And like, I can do a hard thing right now. Great, we're going to do the hard thing. I just didn't do the hard thing because it was planned and that's what like I was told I had to do, or I chose just to do it and just because. And the more that I've been listening to my intuition, speaking from my gut and my intuition to my inner circle, to myself, to my partner, to my friends, I had this idea for a photo shoot, and I'll just talk more about it in another video because it's not the point of this. But I was like, I need help. So I started asking some friends about like fashion and the outfits that I want to wear. And I'm like, I need a photographer that like wants to get kind of weird with me. And so I already said yes to this gathering. My friend who's a fellow business owner, it was a business women's event, but it was just like good vibes. Like, we're just going to come and chill. And I didn't know who was coming. I just was like, this is my friend. I want to show up and hang out with her and see who shows up. And like a photographer showed up that I'd known, but like I have never met her face to face. And like, we talked about some crazy ass ideas that I'm so excited about. And it's like us supporting each other. It's me helping her with some stuff for her stuff, and she's helping me with some stuff, and we brainstormed, and like, oh my God, her brain is amazing. So then I've had this coffee date planned with this woman that my friend set us up, and is like, you two women have to meet because you're both awesome, and I think that you're gonna get along. Cool. I show up, we start talking. She's talking about how she's an athletic trainer. Awesome. I'm a strength coach. Boom. We have so much in common. She is an athletic trainer for the soccer club that I coach for. Yeah, awesome. And then what does she say? Her paying profession is, sorry, my alarm went off. Her paying profession is photography. And the way that she shoots, like her style is exactly what I've been wanting and asking for. So we can talk about chicken and an egg situation all day long, but you know, the universe knew what I was going after before I even knew consciously what I was going after, you know? So, it's just been so freaking cool, man. And I have like gotten to this point where I've done a lot of work about not, I would say the last 3 months have been about not, I know you guys can relate to this, not taking on the emotions of how other people or how the experiences is making me feel in the moment, and not taking them out of the moment and like taking them with me. Like, I don't want to take the emotional baggage with me out of the moment after the moment's happened, and like after, you know, the moment has been resolved. Like, I don't want to take grudges, hate, anger, like, I don't want to take that shit. I don't even want to take like the joy and the celebration emotion with me either, because that's so draining. Like, taking any energy and emotion and carrying it with you out of the moment is just so exhausting for you in the present moment of what you're trying to accomplish. And I know that sounds crazy, but like for me, it's like I can't keep taking the past into my present, because it's draining me, and it's like ruining what I'm trying to see in the moment, if that makes sense. So comment if you understand how I'm driving right now. And so I've been practicing, like, don't take it with me. Don't take it with me. Like, I've had to actively practice this, and it's gotten better and it's gotten easier to like talk about it, process it, do the shit, and then just like let it go. Just keep like, cool, it happened, we're doing it, it was awesome, it was bad, it sucks, it's great, whatever. And then it's just like, okay, like we lived it and now we're here. And I think that has really allowed me to keep stepping in, keep seeing like bigger picture stuff, how the pieces are connecting. And then it's also allowed me to be like, oh, cool, like this is turning into like a superpower, right? Like this flow and this like embracing of more feminine practices along with masculine practices, like it's really clicking. And I know it's not going to click forever, because once I start to like up level, I'm going to have to like grow and change. And, you know, to get to that next level, life is a video game. That's how I view it. You are a character, and you are constantly like adding to your skill set and adding to like your perspectives, and your emotional intelligence is growing, and you're adding capacity to your nervous system, and like you're learning different shit. Like, yeah, I love it. I love it. But all this to say, I've been seeing a lot of egotistical stuff going down lately, just in my purview. And I just want you to know that we're here to bring in the balance of very masculine activity and working out and rucking, and everything that I want to do is going to bring in the power of the feminine, the wisdom that we need, the community, the nature, the sexiness of us. And it's going to only help amplify your life, your role as a business owner, your role as a leader, your role as an employee, your role as a mother, your role as a partner. It's only going to make you better and amplify your superpowers that you're bringing to the world. So thank you for listening this far. This was just on my mind. I had to get it out. It was on my heart, really. It was in my heart, and then my head was like, we gotta like get this out of us. So thank you so much for listening. Comment with your thoughts and ideas, and I hope you're having a great day, and enjoy your weekend, and happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there of human children, of fur babies, of farm animals, whatever you got. Happy Mother's Day. I hope it's an amazing one.